Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. This video is part 11 video on the chapter of compound interest, where I will solve the problems of test paper 11, which is given at the end of the chapter in the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. So the chapter compound interest theoretical part is complete. This is the only exercise or test paper that is remaining to solve. I have also started preparing and solving 10 good problems on this chapter of compound interest in the other playlist, Maths 8 Hot. So please also check out that playlist. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 8 following the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and and if you are watching my videos for the first time or visiting my channel for the first time and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started in solving test paper 11 on the chapter of compound interest. Okay, so I have the problems of test paper 11 on the left hand side, and I hope the fonts are big enough so that you can read the problems properly. On the right hand side, I will solve the problems. After solving a problem, I will pause for a few seconds so that you can take a screenshot of the solution if you think it will help you. Okay, so let's start solving the problems. All the problems are divided into three sections, A, B, and C. Problems A are all subjective problems. Problem B are multiple choice problems where only one choice is correct. We have to select the correct choice. And section C is are fill in the blanks problems. Okay. Section A, problem number 1. Find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 3000 for 2 years at 10% per annum. Now, it is not given whether the interest is being compounded annually or half yearly or quarterly, or so the conversion period or the unit of time is not given. As per my discussion and theoretical discussion, the U is not given. I denote the letter U for unit of conversion or unit of time. So by default, we will assume U to be 12 months. That is, the interest is being compounded annually. Now, whenever U is 12 months, we know that. Now, by the way, if you have not watched my theoretical videos on this chapter, then I strongly request and suggest that you please watch the videos in this playlist only. Only then you will be able to correlate the way I am solving the problems. So U is 12 months because there is nothing said about whether the interest is being compounded annually or half yearly or quarterly, which means U equals to 12 months. This will imply R dash will be equal to R, which is given to be 10% per annum. Also, since the T is 2 years, the time period T 2 years do not have any fraction. It is its value is an integer, 2 years. So this will also imply that T will be equal to N, the mixed fraction N and A by B, which is equal to 2. So this will imply that N is equal to 2 and A by B, the fraction A by B equals to 0. Which essentially means that the 2 years, the time period 2 years do not have any fractional part. It's a 2 when you denote in the mixed form, it is basically 2. That is, it has no fractional part. A by B is the fractional part and N is the whole part. When you represent actually as per my formula, T multiplied by 12 divided by U is equal to N A by B. That is, when U is given, that is, U could be 12 months when the interest is being compounded annually. You could be 6 months when the interest is being compounded half yearly. and U is 3 months when the interest is being compounded quarterly. So accordingly, we will have for different values of N and A by B. Okay. So for this problem, we have this. Now it is asking the amount and the compound interest. So the general formula for the amount is P multiplied by R dash divided by 100 to the power N multiplied by 1 plus the fraction A by B R dash by 100. Now since for this specific problem, we are having the fractional part A by B is equal to 0, this whole part will become 1, and also R dash is equal to R. So the formula is simplified to 1 plus R by 100 and N is equal to 2. So this is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R is 10. So 10 by 100 square. This is equal to P 1 plus 1 by 10 square. This is equal to P 11 by 10 square. So this is equal to what is P? P is 3000 multiplied by 11 into 11 divided by 10 into 10. Okay, so 20 cancels out and we have 30 multiplied by 121. 11 square is 121. So this is 121 multiplied by 3 is 363. So this is 3630. Of course, it will be rupees. So in some problems while solving, I may not be writing the rupee symbol. So please note that. I hope you will understand. Okay, so this is the amount is rupees 3630. This is the amount, and the compound interest will be amount minus P, which is equal to 3630 minus 3000. This is equal to rupees 630. Rupees 630. Now this time I will not check the answers. I hope my answers will be correct, but it is highly possible that my answers will be wrong. But if my answer is wrong, the chances are more that I am doing some calculation mistake. I strongly believe that I won't do any mistake in applying the concept. Okay. So the amount is 3630 and the compound interest is rupees 630. Okay. Let's do problem number 2. Find the amount of 10,000 after 2 years compounded annually, the rate of interest being 10% per annum during the first year and 12% per annum during the second year. Also find the compound interest. Okay. So whenever the rates are in calculating compound interest, the rates are different for different years. The formula is, for this case, since the interest is being compounded annually, and the rates are for one year, that is the amount, the formula, general formula is amount equals to P multiplied by 1 plus R1 by 100 multiplied by 1 plus R2 by 100. This is the formula for the amount on the principal P, where the rates of interest is R1 for the first year and the rate of interest per annum is R2 for the second year, and this amount is for 2 years. 2 years where the rates are per annum are R1 and R2 successively. That is, for the first year it is the rate per annum is R1, For the second year, the rate per annum is R2 and the interest is being compounded annually. So this is the formula. Okay. So in this formula, we can directly put the values. So let's first put the values of the rate of interest. In the first year, the rate is 10. So R1 is 10 and R2 is 12. R2 is 12. Okay. So this becomes P multiplied by 10 by 100. So, okay. So this is 1 by 10 multiplied by 1 plus 12 by 100 is 3 by 25. This is equal to 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10 and 1 plus 3 by 25 is 28 by 25. Now we need to put the value of the principal. The principal is given to be 10,000. We have 11 by 10 multiplied by 28 by 25. Now please note that for solving problems on compound interest or even simple interest, the figures will be sometimes the figures will be very large. That is, the amount of the principal will be large and you have to do a lot of simplification or this kind of simplification. That is cancelling or division, multiplication, and sometimes you have to find the powers of some numbers, two-digit numbers. So please be very much familiar with this kind of calculation and try to do the calculation fast. I am not at all fast in doing calculation. Okay. So what will be the problem is asking find the amount. Okay. Also find the compound interest. So we have to find the amount and also the compound interest. So 0 cancels. 25 will divide 1000 with 40, and so now we have to this is so 40 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 28. So let do the calculation of 28 multiplied by 44. 32 15, no, not 15, 32 11 32 11. So 2 3 2 1. So the amount is 1 2 3 2. How come? Oh, there will be a 0 because it was 40. Okay. So the amount is 12,320. This is the amount, and the compound interest will be amount minus principal, which is 12,320 minus 10,000, which is equal to rupees 2320. Rupees 2,320 is the compound interest. Okay. Let's do problem number 3. Find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 6,000 for 1 year at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. So this time in this problem U is 6 months. Now whenever U is 6 months, always remember, actually you should not remember, always this should be, you should get used to that whenever U is 6 months, that is the interest is being compounded annually, the R dash is equal to R by 2, and R is given to be in this problem 10% per annum. R is given to be 10% per annum. Okay, and R dash will be equal to R2. Also for 1 year, T is 1 year. T is 1 year. So we need to find N and the mixed fraction N and A by B. That is, we need to find N and the fraction A by B from the value of T multiplied by 12 by U when this is expressed as a mixed fraction n and a by b. So to know the value of n and a by b, the fraction a by b, we need to know the value of t multiplied by 12 divided by u. So t multiplied by 12 divided by u is t is 1 year. So 1 multiplied by 12, u is 6 months. Remember, in the formula t multiplied by 12 divided by u, t is in years. T could be an integer or even it could be a fraction, and u is in months. This is equal to 2. Now, if the mixed fraction n and a by b is equal to 2, this will imply n is equal to 2 and the fraction a by b is equal to 0. Okay. Now, so now it has asked to find the compound interest and amount. So the general formula is a equals to p multiplied by 1 plus r dash by 100 to the power n multiplied by 1 plus the fraction a by b r dash by 100. Now, since the fraction a by b is 0, this part will become 1. So this is equal to p multiplied by, also we know that r dash is equal to r by 2. So this becomes r by 200 to the power n is 2, and this was multiplied by 1. Okay. This is p plus r, the given rate of interest per annum is 10. So 10 by 200 square. So this is equal to p multiplied by 1 plus 1 by 20 square, and this is equal to p multiplied by 21 by 20 square. Okay. Now we can put the value of p, which is given to be 6000. 21 multiplied by 21 divided by 20 multiplied by 20. 20 divides 6000 with 300, and 0 0 cancels, and 2 divides 30 with 15. So we have to calculate the value of 15 multiplied by 21 multiplied by 21. Now some squares and cubes of some 2-digit numbers, you must be very familiar. You must remember them, like what is 11 square, what is 11 cube, like 2-digit numbers like 11, 12, 13, 14. Similarly, but if you, you did not worry that much, you can always calculate what is the square of a 2-digit number. I do not remember, so I will do the multiplication. 21 multiplied by 42. This is 441. And then we have to multiply again with 15. 5, 20, 22, and then 1, 4, 4, which is 5, 1, 6, 6. So this is rupees 6615. So the amount is rupees 6615. Now it is highly possible that my answers are coming incorrect because I might be doing calculation mistakes. Like in the multiplication, I might be doing some mistake. I am not focusing in that. Please focus in the formula I am applying, how I am understanding the problem, how I am extracting the information from the given problem, so that I can put those values, put those information in the appropriate formula. That is more important. So this is amount. What is compound interest? A, amount minus principal. So this is 6615 minus 6000. So this is equal to rupees 615. So rupees 615 is the compound interest. Okay, let's do problem number 4. A sum amounts to rupees 23,762 in 2 years at 9% per annum compounded annually. find the sum. Now, when the interest is being compounded annually and the time period t is in is on integer value, then you can directly apply the formula A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 to the power small n, where n is the time period in years, R is the given rate of interest per annum, and P is the principal. So in this problem, it is saying that a sum amounts to, so the amount is given in 2 years at 9% per annum compounded annually, find the sum. So we have to find P where A is given. So A is given to be 23762 is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus what is R? R is 9 by 100 and N is 2. So we have this. Okay. So this is equal to P, this is P multiplied by 100 and 9 divided by 100 square. Okay. We are asked to find the sum. Now this will be a really tedious calculation. Now P will be 100 by 109 square multiplied by 23762. 23762. Okay, so this is equal to 100 square multiplied by 23762 divided by 109 multiplied by 109. Now 109 multiplied by 109 should exactly divide 23762. Let's try to see if 109 divides 23762 or not. So 1, not 1 but 2, 18, 1, 2, 9, 1, 6, 1, 109, 7, 8, 2, and this should be 8. Okay, so 109 divides 23762 by 218, and of course 109 divides 218 with 2. So this is equal to 2 multiplied by 100 square. So we have 20000. So the sum is 20,000. The sum is 20,000. Okay, let's do problem number 5. A scooter is bought for rupees 32,000. Its value depreciates at 10% per annum. What will be its value after 2 years? We know that the formula for the depreciation of a value, the depreciation of value of an article, that article could be a scooter or any other goods article. The formula is the value, that is A, will become is equal to P, that is its initial value, multiplied by 1 minus R by 100 to the power n. So this is the formula for the value of an article whose initial value is P and the value is depreciating at the rate of R per annum, and this value, this is the value after 2 years, where the rate of depreciation per annum is R. So a scooter is bought for 32,000. So definitely the P, that is the initial value, is 32,000. Okay. Now what is R? R is given to be 10 by 100, and the time period t, that is, it is asking what will be the value after 2 years. So n is 2. So this is equal to p, 1 minus 10 by 100 is always 9 by 10, 9 by 10 square. So this is equal to p is 32,000, and we have 81, 9 into 9 is 81 divided by 10 into 10 is 100. So 0 0 cancels out. So we have to find what is 32 multiplied by 81. 2, 3, 16, 5, 2, 5, 9, 2. So this is equal to rupees 25920. That is, its value after 2 years will be 25,920. Okay. Let's start the section B, which are all multiple choice questions. Question number 6. The compound interest on 5,000 at 10% per annum for 2 years is, it is asking compound interest. So now the amount when the interest is being compounded annually, and the time period t is in here, the time period is an integer value, then the formula is p multiplied by 1 plus r by 100 to the power n, where n is the time period in years, which is an integer, and r is the rate of interest per annum, and p is the sum principal. So this will be the amount. We have to find the compound interest. Okay. So this is equal to 1 plus rate of interest is 10 by 100, and the years is 2. So this is P, again 1 plus 10 by 100 is always 9 by 10. Sorry, I think this is not 11 by 10, since this is 1 plus. So this is 11 by 10 square. This is equal to 5,000 multiplied by 11 into 11 divided by 10 into 10. 0 0 cancels out, and this is equal to, we have to find what is 121. 11 square is 121. 121 multiplied by 5 is 5, 10, 6. So this is rupees 6050. Rupees 6,050 is the amount. We have to find the compound interest. Compound interest is amount minus P, which is 6050 minus 5,000, which is equal to rupees 1050 should be the compound interest, and hence the correct choice is B is the correct choice. 1050 is the compound interest. Okay. Let's do problem number 7. The annual rate of growth in population of a town is 5%. If its present population is 4,000, what will be its population after 2 years? So the formula is A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, where P is the initial population. For this problem, P will be the initial population, R is the rate of growth per annum, and n is the time duration, that is, it is asking after 2 years, so n is 2. So this is P 1 plus the rate of growth is given to be 5, so 5 by 100 to the power n is 2, because it is asking what will be its population after 2 years. So this is equal to P plus 1 plus P multiplied by 1 plus 1 by 20 square. This is equal to P multiplied by 21 by 20 square. and P is, that is the present population is 4000 multiplied by 21 multiplied by 21 divided by 20 multiplied by 20. So the denominator is 400. So this cancels this with 10. So what is 221 multiplied by 21, as far as I remember, is 441 from some previous problem. In the calculation of previous problem, I think 21 square was coming out to be 441. So this is 4410. So the population after 2 years will be 4410, and hence the correct choice is C is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 8. At what rate percent per annum will rupees 5000 amount to 5832 in 2 years compounded annually? Okay, so the formula will be, since the interest is being compounded annually and the time duration T is given in 2 years, which is an integer, the formula for the amount will be A equals to P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 to the power square, because the time duration T is 2 years. This is P. We have to find R. Okay, now we have to find R. Okay, the amount is given. The amount is given to be 5832, and the principal, the sum is given to be 5000. So we have this. So this implies 1 plus R by 100 square is equal to 5832 divided by 5000. Now for solving this kind of problem, where you see the left hand side is an exponential term with the power 2 and the base 1 plus R by 100. The unknown is R is in the base. So somehow we have to convert, we have to express the right hand side of the equation as an exponential term where the power will be 2. Then we can equate the 2 base, and from that we can solve for R. Now how do we convert the right hand side as a exponential term with power 2? So we have to do a little bit of simplification. 5000, the denominator 5000 is not a perfect square. So let's first do a little bit of simplification. Let's divide it by 2. So this is 2500, and this is 2916. Now the denominator 25,000 is of course 50 square, and we have to also express 2196 as a perfect square. Now if you already know that so essentially we have to find the square root of 2196. So what is the number whose square is 2196? Now in general, if you you can do a little bit of guesswork based on the fact that since the denominator is 50 square, the numerator will most probably be 51 square or 52 square or 53 square. Now in the numerator you can see 2196, the last digit is 6. So what is the number whose square, the number whose square is 2196? That number, its ending digit could be 6, or it could be 4. Since 2196 is ending with 6, the square root of 2196 has to end with either 4 or 6. So possibly this will be 54, but you can always check it out. 54 multiplied by 54, 16, 21, and then 20, 27. Yes, this is correct. So this is 54 square. So this is equal to 54 by 50 whole square. So now we can see that both the left hand side and the RHS are exponential terms having the power same, that is 2. So now we can equate the base, that is 1 plus R by 100 should be equal to 54 by 50. So this will imply R by 100 is equal to 54 by 50 minus 1, this is 4 by 50. This implies R is equal to 100 multiplied by 4 by 50. This is equal to 8. So R is 8% per annum. R is 8% per annum. So the correct choice is D. The correct choice is D. Okay, let's do problem number 9. If the simple interest on a sum of money at 10% per annum for 3 years is rupees 1500, then the compound interest on the same sum at the same rate for the same period is, okay. So it is given that the simple interest we know is equal to PRT by 100, where T is the principal or sum, R is the rate of interest per annum, and T is the time period. Now it is given that the simple interest is 1500. 1500. We do not know the sum, so let the sum be P. R for the simple rate of interest for the simple interest is given to be 10%, 10, and the time is given to be 3 years. So 3 divided by 100. So from here we get what is P. So this implies P is equal to 1500 multiplied by 100 divided by 10, 3. So this is equal to 5000. So P, the sum is rupees 5000. Now based on this sum, we have to find the compound interest on this sum at the same rate at the same period. So period is 3 years and the rate is 100. So for the compound interest, we know the formula is P1 plus R by 100 to the, this is not the general formula but the simplified formula where the interest is being compounded annually and the time period is a integer value, and R is the rate of interest. So P, so this will be P. The rate of interest for compound interest is the same as the simple interest, so it will be 10 by 100, and the N, it is given that find the compound interest for the same period. So 3 N will be 3. So this is equal to P multiplied by 11 by 10 cube. This is equal to P is 5000 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 divided by so 11 cube by 10 cube. All okay. So this is 5. We have to find what is 121. 11 square is 121. So 121 multiplied by 11. 121, 121, which is 1331. Again multiplied by 5. So 5, 15, 16, 6. So this is 6655 is the amount. So the sum was 5000 and the compound interest amount is rupees 6655. We have to find the compound interest. So this implies compound interest is amount minus P, which is equal to 6655 minus 5000. This is equal to rupees 1655. So rupees 1655 is the compound interest. So the choice is A. A is the choice, correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 10. If the compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 10% per annum is 1050, then the sum is, okay, so A we know is P multiplied, the simplified formula is this, where the interest is being compounded annually and the period T is is an integer value. Now, if the compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 10% per annum is 1050, okay, so this, okay, so this is equal to on a certain sum, okay, at what is the rate percent? It is 10. For how many years? For 2 years, so n is 2. So this is equal to P multiplied by 11 by 10 square. Amount is this. So this implies compound interest will be amount minus P, which is P multiplied by 11 square, 10 by 11 by 10 square, which is 121 by 100 minus P. This is, if you take P common, we have 121 by 100 minus 1. This is equal to 21 by 100 multiplied by P. So this implies the compound interest is given to be 1050. So we have 1050 is equal to 21 by 100 multiplied by P. So this implies P for the sum is equal to 100 multiplied by 1050 divided by 21. So 21 divides 1050 with 50, and this is equal to 5000. So the sum is rupees 5000, and hence the correct choice is C is the correct choice. Okay, let's do section C. Problem number 11, and we have 4 parts. Part 1, A, fill in the blanks. So a formula is given, A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus, we have to fill this question mark, divided by 100 to the power n. So this is the formula for finding the amount of a amount on the principal P, amount for the principal P for n years, where in the question mark it should be rate percent per annum. So this is a very trivial question. It should be very easy. Okay. Part 2, amount. It is saying amount minus principal. Amount minus principal is equal to, now it is not given whether this is regarding simple interest or amount minus principal is always compound interest. Amount minus principal is always compound interest. Okay. Part 3. If the value of a machine is rupees P and it depreciates at R percent per annum, then its value after 2 years is. So the formula is the it's so the basic formula is A is equal to the initial value and 1, since the value is depreciating, 1 minus the R, that is the rate of depreciation per annum, divided by 100, and N, that is the number of years after which the value will be A, and P is the initial value. So this is the formula for regarding the depreciation of values of some articles with a rate percent, with a given depreciation rate percent per annum. So in this problem, it is asking then its value after 2 years will be P, P multiplied by 1 minus R divided by 100 to the power 2, since N is 2. That is, the time period is given to be 2 years. Okay. Part 4. If the population P of a town increases at R% per annum, then its population after 5 years is. Regarding the population, the formula, this is the formula for the depreciation of value of some articles. Now regarding the population grows. The concept is same, but since the population grows, it will be P, where P is the initial population, 1 plus R is the rate of growth of the population per annum divided by 100 to the power small n, where n is in years. So A is the, for this formula, A is the population after n years, where the growth of rate of population is per annum is R, and P is the initial population. So for the question number 4, it is given that if the population P of a town increases at R% per annum, then its population after 5 years will be P 1 plus R by 100 to the power 5. So this brings to an end in solving the test paper 11. The questions were very straightforward. This is just to these problems you should always solve the test papers given at the end of every chapter, so that you have a revise of the very fundamental concepts of the chapter. So I hope solving this test paper will help you, will give you an insight of how to apply the concepts to solve the very fundamental problems. So if this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and also please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So please keep an eye on the other playlist, Maths 8 Hot, where I will be preparing and solving 10 good problems on this chapter. I think I've already solved 2 or 3 sets. Always, once this chapter is complete in this, once the chapter is complete in this playlist, that is CBSE Maths 8 RS Aggarwal, always try to solve the problems from the other playlist, that is Maths 8 Hot, where I solve 10 good problems in a video per set. If you can solve those problems yourself, then you will have that will give you a good foundation or a confidence of understanding the concepts of the chapter. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.